Kia ora, I'm Sherry Kinnear and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. The cost of living cash injection is here and the government's confident it won't pump up inflation. From today, anyone earning $70,000 a year or less will get their first instalment of $116, with two more equivalent payments in the coming months. All up, the so-called squeezed middle will benefit to the tune of $350. Revenue Minister David Parker says it won't have any material increase on inflationary pressures and that the recent drop in fuel prices will probably flow into the economy, helping bring inflation down. But National's fuming at tax dollars being paid out around the world in what it's calling a surprise lottery. The party says people living overseas have expressed shock at being told by IRD they'll be getting the cost of living payment. Finance spokeswoman Nicola Willis says people who haven't worked here in years are getting a handout.
There are temporary migrants who once lived here but long ago are now living in India and the Philippines who found that they too will be receiving the payment.
A cross-party trip to Samoa for Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern and her opposition counterpart, Christopher Luxon. They're part of a delegation of MPs on a visit to mark 60 years since the signing of New Zealand's Treaty of Friendship with Samoa. It's a quick two-day trip with meetings expected to cover everything from climate change to the COVID recovery. Ardern says it's an important anniversary of the treaty and equally important they're all there to acknowledge it. Meanwhile, the country's borders are now fully open. Travellers can come from anywhere in the world and all visa categories are open. Cruise ships can also resume. The first ship is due to arrive next Friday before the season gets underway properly in October. About 180,000 passengers are expected over the season. A New Zealand frontman for Australian band Sticky Fingers has admitted losing control when he stormed off in the middle of a concert in Melbourne. The controversial band were 7 songs into their set when Dylan Frost looked upset on stage as his microphone started playing up. He whacked it, threw his guitar to the floor and then led the band off stage to boos from the crowd. Frost has apologised to concert goers, his band and crew and venue staff while promising a new concert and a refund. Into world news, the heir to the British throne has reportedly accepted a payment of nearly $2.5 million New Zealand dollars from the family of Osama bin Laden. The Sunday Times says Prince Charles accepted the money from 2 of bin Laden's half-brothers back in 2013, 2 years after he was killed. It was received by the Prince of Wales Charitable Fund. It's understood the decision to accept the donation was taken by the fund's trustees. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more and to stay up to date, head to nzherald.co.nz. Kia pai te rā. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald. Click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.